could you kill someone you love?
Some niggas say you're not a real killer till you do.
Well, G did it.
Showing I was running shit than me. Kanan. Ghost and Tommy kept coming around talking about some shit I wasn't down with.
I'm the big dog, nigga. That's what you don't get.
Rock took all we had and left you with this bullshit.
Someone was clocking us.
That's unique, brother.
And if you stand in one place, you're real easy to find.
You rocks, boy. It's Kanan. You working for Neek?
I work for me.
Kanan's changing a lot. He also kicking it with some old heads.
Your mother is good at this work.
So am I.
Business is booming.
You done.
Ghost, one love.
Top Notch Gang. In this video, we're diving into everything older Kanan learned from Ronnie from Raising Kanan. I don't know if this video is coming out before the premiere of episode 6 or possibly a day or two after. What we do know is for sure Ronnie is gonna recruit Kanan to join his group based off the description of episode 7 saying Kanan assimilates into Ronnie's crew. And I think with this happening, Ronnie is gonna put Kanan through a bunch of tests to see if he's built for this game, built for this life, if he wants to teach, mold, and mentor him into the Kanan we saw in the original Power. And with that, I think comes the phrase we always heard in the original Power: you're not a real killer till you kill someone you love. So in this video, we're gonna point out the similarities between older Kanan and Ronnie, how he lived by the words in the OG Power of you're not a killer till you kill someone you love. We're also gonna deep dive into all the possible suspects of who was the first somebody he loved that he killed, to see if he was made for this life, if he can trust him. So without further ado, as usual, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other characters you want to see me do a deep dive on. This season has been fire. Let me know your favorite episode, your favorite moment. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, the biggest similarity between the two is they like to let everyone know they're in charge, they're the boss, and they don't take too kindly to disrespect. And there's multiple instances for both of them with this situation. For example, we already know within this season, Ronnie, he had both Dean and the bouncer from the club. Him and the bouncer in the club, they got into a minimal argument just about what he was wearing, and he was staring this nigga down the whole night. He had his mind made up of what he was gonna do, and we saw at the beginning of the next episode, he went and beat the shit out that nigga, killed him, took his money. And once again, this was all over the dude telling him he can't wear pants in the club. Like, that's insane. He went and killed this man, had it on his mind the whole night. Like, all the dude told him was, shit changed since you went in convict, you gotta get up to speed. And Ronnie like, yeah, this nigga gotta go. And it was the same for Dean. He went to Dean, get some product, got some work, they got into an argument. Ronnie put his hands on him. Dean said, I'm not the nigga you put your hands on. Dean goes back, runs his mouth to Unique, and Ronnie didn't take too kindly to that, had to eliminate Dean. So he definitely didn't fuck with the disrespect or people not seeing that he was the big dog. And he even told Unique this before he killed him: I'm the big dog.
I'm the big dog, nigga. That's what you don't get.
Now, it's the same with Kanan in the original Power. There's multiple characters he killed off just to show his strength, his power, or for the disrespect they showed him. Characters you guys don't even remember, like Dirt. He was on the heist with Jukebox and Kanan, the jewelry store heist. Before that, when Kanan was recovering from the fight with him and Ghost, where he got burned in a fire, he couldn't move around and shit. Dirt was disrespectful, talking crazy to him.
Who the fuck are you? Two-Face? You fried and burnt like a pork rind.
When the jewelry store heist, Kanan took that nigga out, told him he was weak, shot him in the head, killed him, and went about his business. We also seen this with a member of Dre's crew. When Kanan and Tommy were working together, they recruited Dre, they got all the members together. He didn't like the slick comments the guy was making towards Tommy, making jokes and everything like that. So he went out his way to kidnap that nigga, cut his tongue out, and make Dre eliminate him. So once again, they both didn't take too kindly to disrespect, but killing someone that's disrespectful, not a part of your crew, or you have no relations to is entirely different from eliminating someone you love. Of course, in OG Power, we know Kanan goes on to eliminate two people he loved, which are Jukebox and Sean, for reasons of betrayal, running their mouth, and so on and so forth that we're going to get into a little later. But where did this start from? Where did he first kill someone he loved? Now, at the current time point we're at in Raising Kanan, it's only been two circumstances where someone eliminated a person they love, and that's Rock and Lou eliminating Scrap, and now Ronnie taking out Unique. Now, I think at this point we can assume he learns you're not a real killer till you kill someone you love from Ronnie, because we saw Ronnie initially when he went back to Juliana, went to talk to her, tells her Unique isn't going anywhere.
We ain't going nowhere.
Maybe that's up to you.
My brother ain't going nowhere.
As tensions rise, they got more frustrated. Ronnie told Vanessa that he was sleeping with Rock. He was fucking up his life. They got into this gigantic fight and tensions boiled over. It was nothing he could do. He lost the fight, got pissed, and he beat the shit out Unique, beat him to death. Took him to the forest, took his chain off, kicked him into the woods, and he's gonna go back to Juliana and show her that chain. Once he tells Kanan, or Kanan finds out it was Ronnie who took out his own brother, because we saw when he first saw Ronnie, him and Famous were kind of spooked. They say he was already thrown off. Something was different about him.
You know the nigga around the way everybody avoid and steer clear of because he's so wild and fucked up. Ronnie the nigga that nigga avoid.
Man, you giving him ill vibes. Let's get the fuck out of here.
So just like Tariq first asked Kanan, how could you kill Sean? How could you kill someone you love? That was your own son. I think Kanan will have the same questions for Ronnie, and Ronnie will give him the answer. Some say you're not a real killer until you do.
Some niggas say you're not a real killer till you do.
Who is the person he loved that he will kill first? Rock will be the one to tell Kanan that Ronnie took out Unique. We know in episode 6, Vanessa is gonna come to Rock door with a gun, try to kill her, looking for Unique. They're gonna stop, they're gonna have a talk about it, and they're gonna figure out it was, of course, Ronnie. Now, we see in the descriptions for episodes 8 and 9 that it says Rock and Marvin is gonna start up the heroin business that Unique was running, but they have competition from Kanan and Ronnie. Rock is gonna try to feed Kanan this information to let him know how dangerous Ronnie is, and he's gonna go back to Ronnie and ask him about it, and that's how he's gonna find out. But now, who does Kanan kill? Who is the first person he loved? Famous, for multiple reasons I'm gonna try to run through. We know Famous just told Kanan that he was the one who killed Freddy. That's why he was arrested. That's why the police picked him up. And Kanan told him, don't open your mouth about that again to anybody. Bury that shit with you.
You never speak on that shit again, Fame. Not to me, not to nobody.
Also know in episode 6 is that Famous is finally gonna tell Kanan that Rock was the one who put the gun in his bag.
We gonna have a problem, Famous.
It's not even like
It's
that.
exactly like that. I'm scary too, motherfucker.
This is gonna cause Kanan to fully cut off both Famous and Rock. And with this information, with them not being cool no more, Kanan telling him, this my business, not yours. Go do your own shit. We see in episode 6, Famous is finally about to release and record 411. Yes, the song revealing that he was the one who took out Freddy. This makes Famous a liability now. Kanan told him to bury that shit, not to say anything. He already know the feds have been staking out Famous's apartment, taking pictures of Rock. That's why Famous got arrested. It's all gonna connect back to Kanan. I think Ronnie might push Kanan to take out Famous because he's a liability, to see if he's really built for the streets, if he's really made for this, if he would actually get the job done. Also because we know Kanan went on to name his own son Sean after Famous, and we all are wondering the reason why that is, and people think it's because Famous is gonna have a big and impactful debt on Kanan. Other person it could possibly be is Rock that he kills. And listen, let me explain. I know in the original Power, Kanan said he went to visit his mom when he got out of jail and that's why he was missing. But we all know he was lying. He didn't want to tell Ghost what was going on, that he was the one trying to kill him. We also know this because when he dies in season 5 and they announce it on the news, they say he has no next of kin left alive.
He has no known surviving next of kin. his son Sean was murdered. And
this is important because this scene where we see Kanan getting robbed in the original trailer, at the beginning of the season, I predicted that this was gonna be Rock to get him back under control, to let him know the streets are dangerous. Now, some people are currently saying this could possibly be Ronnie doing this to test him, but no, I still think it will be Rock. We all seen the snippets of clips of Ronnie giving Kanan a brick, his first brick, but we also see, like I just mentioned, the introduction for episodes 7, 8, and 9 is talking about the competition between Kanan and Ronnie versus Rock and Marvin, and I think this is a situation Rock was set up to eliminate the competition. And I think we noticed because in a snippet, we see a scene of Marvin and Rock talking. And in the scene, she says, extreme circumstances causes for extreme action.
Extreme circumstances call for extreme action.
And I think they're going to be talking about her robbing her own son. I think it will be her who send the hitters after Kanan to take his product to fuck up him and Ronnie's business. Now, overall, I don't think this necessarily means he will kill Rock, but I think eventually it'll become a choice where Ronnie tells him he plans to take out Rock, he plans to eliminate the competition, and Kanan is going to have to make a decision between Ronnie and his own mom, Rock. That's where this scene we saw in the trailer comes in, where they're looking at each other back and forth like something big just happened, like he might have saved her, like they killed Ronnie, but something is gonna pop off. We also know there have been snippets from other trailers that Rock is gonna get a kill that we have yet to see. Some people speculate it's Juliana, some people say Ronnie, some people saying Chantel or Lou. Now we're gonna have to wait and see, but we know we're still missing out on a lot of big moments for the rest of the season. But the biggest moment is gonna be the choice Kanan has to choose between working with Ronnie, being his own man, taking out Rock, or siding back with his mom, eliminating Ronnie, choosing family over business. Overall though, that's it for this video. Kanan definitely is gonna learn a lot from Ronnie, whether it's in a short time span or even longer. He's gonna get connected with Snaps, have his business up and running. He's gonna move away from the weed, start picking up the bricks. So he's gonna get a lot of information no matter what he decides to do. The biggest factor we're waiting to see is who is the person he loved that he killed, that made him so ruthless that he could kill his own cousin, Jukebox, who we see how close they are in the original Power, and his own son, Sean. For all that though, we're gonna have to wait and see. As usual, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.